Welcome to the Wednesday, March 4th edition of Litter Media Live. My name is Aaron Glandon, and I am your host for this morning, and I will be delivering all the beneficial news that you can use for your Wednesday, including a look at our forecast. Highs reaching 60 for Wednesday, but heavy rain throughout and a chance of thunderstorms. Warming up to near 70 on Thursday, yet even more rain and thunderstorms on the way. High of 75 on Friday with some periods of sunshine. As a look at our forecast, coming up next, we'll take a look at news, sports in this date in history, which takes us all the way back to 1887 today. All that coming up right up ahead after this from Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. They're your trusted comfort advisor. If you're in need of any of these services with the changing weather, springtime is coming. Just click on this ad anywhere you see it on littermedia.com and it will take you right to their website, which is accuratehvac.com, to learn more.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. With multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
As always, beneficial news that you can use can be found on littermedia.com. We have stories that we post on our website every day and links to our social media pages in the upper right-hand corner, including X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, and Litter Media Radio. Kicking off the news today, yesterday on Litter Media Live, we took the time to sit down for 3 special editions. First, we spoke with Erin Alsop, President and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of South Central Ohio. She told us all about this Sunday's upcoming Bowl for Kids' Sake event and how there's still time to get involved.
We still have a few open lanes, so it is still possible to participate. Each lane is by a $300 donation. So, of course, we ask our donors to raise as much possible. But for $300, you get a 5-person team, 2 hours to bowl on the lane with shoes and everything, and then pizza and pop.
Yummy.
Yeah.
And of course, that pizza, if I'm not mistaken, is right there from Julio's.
Yes, it is. And it's really good pizza.
It is. And has been for years. They do
a great job.
Bowl for Kids' Sake is this Sunday at noon and then again at 2:30 at Shawnee Lanes in Chillicothe. We also sat down and spoke with Andrew Hall, director of the Ross County Historical Society, to talk about this Saturday's upcoming Statehood Day events.
A lot of the museums here in town have worked together to make sure that we are able to offer access to a lot of our local history for free on Statehood Day. So we've got seven different museums and organizations that'll be open for free, all at different times, as you can see there on the flyer. The Ross County Historical Society, in particular, is going to be open from 1 to 5 that day. and you'll be able to come through the museum absolutely free, see all the different exhibits that we have to offer. We'll have volunteers and staff members around that you can talk to, so you can really dig deep into anything that you're particularly curious about. We've got some new exhibits that are upcoming, so we're going to have a few teasers for some really cool stuff.
Kicking off this Saturday's Statehood Day events in Chillicothe, though, is the Chillicothe Kiwanis Cub Statehood Day Breakfast. And we sit down with President Amy Beeler, Vice President Rick Marriott, and this year's guest of honor, Marvin Jones, to talk about the event.
We're very excited about this year's Statehood Breakfast, and we are having Jennifer Bruner, Supreme Court Justice, be our keynote speaker. And of course, Marvin Jones is our award recipient. And we are having, I should remember who the ministerial speaker was, is Pastor Chris Brown from Tabernacle Baptist Church as our pastoral representative for the breakfast.
You can watch all three of these interviews right here on our Facebook page, or check them out on Litter Media YouTube or Litter Media Spotify. The Ohio Department of Natural Resources is seeking nominations to honor a new class of inductees for the 2026 award ceremony, which will take place at the Ohio State Fair. Nominations must have been born in Ohio or made a significant contribution to the conservation of natural resources in the state, such as protecting and preserving the state's water, soil, woodlands, wildlife, and/or mineral resources. The deadline to submit a nomination is Friday, April 24th, and you can find a link in this story at littermedia.com to nominate someone. The Area Agency on Aging District 7 is currently welcoming anyone who is interested to participate in the next advisory council meeting on Thursday, March 19th from 1 until 2:30 p.m. at the Adina Packard Medical Education Center located at 446 Hospital Road in Chillicothe. Guest speakers for the March meeting will be representatives from the Ohio Department of Medicaid, who will discuss the upcoming Next Generation MyCare program for dual eligible individuals that will roll out in counties throughout the district starting June 1st. For more information, please call the Area Agency on Aging District 7 at 1-800-582-7277 or email info@aaa7.org. That's a look at news. Coming up next, we're going to take a look at sports, and we've got a lot of it for you this morning. So stay tuned for sports just up ahead after this.
Mark came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc. Minimally invasive spinal surgery got him back to what matters most. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Now time for a look at sports, and we start off with the D4 regional semifinals at Zanesville High School. The Circleville ladies turned a 6-point halftime deficit into a 46-34 victory over West Holmes yesterday. The win sends the Tigers back to Zanesville for a regional championship matchup with Indian Creek. Also on the Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard last night in the D2 regional semifinals, Big Walnut was a winner over Taze Valley 49-44. In the D4 Central District semifinals, it was Heath getting a win over Bloom Carroll 60-46. In the D5 Southeast District semifinals, it was Ironton beating Portsmouth 49-46 and Wheelersburg over Fairland 60-52. In the D6 Southeast District semifinals, it was Lucasville Valley beating Adina 57-47 and Portsmouth West over North Adams 54-39. And finally, in the D7 Southeast District semifinals, South Webster was a winner over Manchester 77-49, and Fairfield beat South Gallia 55-19. Both the Mid-State League and the SOC have announced their 2025-26 basketball honors. You'll find the Players of the Year, Coaches of the Year, and more when you log on to littermedia.com. Dave Truex has been named to the MSL Hall of Fame class of 2025. Truex has dedicated his career to coaching, teaching, and supporting student athletes in the Circleville community for over 3 decades. With an impressive background in multiple sports, his leadership and commitment have left a lasting impact on generations of athletes. His unwavering dedication to athletics, education, and the Circleville community continues to serve as an inspiration to all who have had the privilege of working with and learning from him. Congratulations to Dave Truex. Last night in college basketball, OU men fell to UMass 94-82. The OU women are on the road tonight to face Eastern Michigan in the MAC tournament, and the OSU men are also on the road to face Penn State. Last night in the NHL, the Blue Jackets were back on home ice with Nashville, and they got a 3-2 win. And the Cavs, they got a win over the Pistons last night, 113-109. That's a look at sports. Coming up next, we'll take a look at this date in history, which takes us all the way back to 1887 today. That's just right up ahead, but first I want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. Custom tank colors and wraps. Find out how a propane tank can be beautiful at litterpropane.com.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
Remember when I said this date in history would take us back to 1887 today? That was a trick, and I'll tell you why. It actually takes us back to 1881. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson begin their first case together in A Study in Scarlet. Although the story was first published in 1887, Holmes and Watson's first adventure was written to begin on this day in 1881. So a fictitious event for this date in history, but somewhat real nonetheless. Also today, Wednesday, March 4th, it's Grammar Day, Hug a GI Day, Marching Music Day, March 4th. You get it? Yeah. Pound Cake Day and Suns Day. Suns with an O, not like the one in the sky. That's a look at our program for you this morning. Don't forget that tomorrow we'll be announcing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. So if you haven't yet, get your nominations in and you'll have a chance to win that award tomorrow from Petland. For Dan Ramey, I'm Aaron Glandon. Thanks for watching this edition of Litter Media Live.